Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a project that flips everything you expect from holiday movies and turns it into something dark, twisted, and honestly, a little insane. Imagine Christmas lights, gift exchanges, and festive cheer, but instead of warmth you get paranoia, betrayal, and survival. That's exactly what the upcoming film White Elephant is bringing to the table, and it already has a seriously interesting lineup behind it. Nick Jonas and Kathryn Newton are officially leading this new holiday horror film, which is being developed by MRC along with Radio Silence and Project X. Now, if those names sound familiar, that's because they've been behind some of the most exciting horror projects in recent years. Radio Silence, the team known for Ready or Not and the recent Scream films, is teaming up again with Project X to launch a new creative partnership focused entirely on fresh and inventive horror stories. White Elephant is the very first project coming out of that collaboration, which already tells you how much confidence they have in this concept. The premise itself is simple, but that's what makes it so effective. 8 friends gather for their annual holiday gift exchange, something that should be fun, lighthearted, and completely harmless. But this is not your usual Christmas party. What starts as a festive tradition quickly spirals into something far more dangerous as the game turns into a brutal competition where trust completely breaks down. The tagline says it all: 8 friends, 1 prize, 0 trust. As the night unfolds, the group dynamic begins to crack, alliances shift, and paranoia takes over. Instead of laughter and celebration, the characters are forced into a situation where every decision could have consequences. It transforms a familiar setting into something unpredictable, where no one feels safe and no one knows who to trust anymore. Behind the camera, the film is being directed by Eli Craig, the filmmaker known for Tucker and Dale vs. Evil, and more recently Clown in a Cornfield. If you've seen his work, you know he has a very unique style that blends horror with dark humor, creating stories that are both entertaining and unsettling at the same time. That tone seems perfect for a concept like White Elephant, where a seemingly innocent game becomes something far more sinister. The script has been written by Eli Craig along with JT Billings, and production has already begun, which means this project is moving forward quickly. With a strong creative team and a clear concept, it looks like this film is aiming to deliver a mix of tension, character drama, and unexpected twists, rather than relying purely on traditional horror elements. Now let's talk about the cast, because this pairing is definitely interesting. Nick Jonas has been expanding his film career steadily, taking on roles that move beyond his music background. From recent projects like Power Ballad to upcoming appearances in major franchises, he is clearly choosing roles that allow him to experiment and grow as an actor. Stepping into a horror setting like this adds another layer to his filmography and shows he is willing to explore darker material. On the other side, Kathryn Newton is already becoming a familiar face in the horror genre. After projects like Abigail, Lisa Frankenstein, and Ready or Not 2, she has built a reputation for handling intense, character-driven roles in unpredictable stories. Her previous collaboration with Radio Silence makes her a natural fit for this film, and it also suggests that the character dynamics will be a key part of the story. What makes White Elephant stand out is how it takes something universally familiar and completely flips it. Holiday gift exchanges are usually about fun surprises and bonding moments, but here that same tradition becomes the foundation for chaos. It plays on the idea that even the closest groups of friends can fall apart when pressure is applied, especially when there is something valuable at stake. The involvement of studios like MRC, along with producers connected to major hits in both film and television, shows that this is not just a small experimental project. It is being developed with a clear vision and strong backing, which increases the chances of it becoming one of those standout horror films that people talk about long after release. At its core, this is not just a horror story, it is a psychological game. It is about trust breaking down, relationships being tested, and how quickly things can escalate when people are pushed into extreme situations. That combination of familiar setting and escalating tension is exactly what makes concepts like this so compelling. So what do you think about White Elephant turning a festive tradition into a survival scenario? Are you excited to see Nick Jonas and Kathryn Newton in this kind of story? Or do you think holiday horror is starting to become a trend that might go too far? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.